Is reeling from the sudden death of a major star. What killed Eddie Guerrero? But first, and now he's gone, leaving the pro wrestling world in shock. The life and death of Eddie Guerrero. Next, as the big story continues. Welcome back to the big story. Pro wrestler Eddie Guerrero died this week at the age of 38. His widow says it was from heart failure caused by a past filled with drinking and drug abuse combined with working out all of the time. How much drug abuse and steroid abuse did factor into his death? Joining me now is former wrestler and forensic psychologist Dr. Michael Brannon, and also from the magazine The Wrestling Observer, David Meltzer. Gentlemen, thanks for coming in tonight.
Thank you, Brett.
Let's start with you.
Yeah, thanks, Brett.
Eddie, what did he mean to the wrestling world? And first, we'll pass our condolences on to his family.
Unless you're a wrestling fan, I think that you just couldn't even understand just what a special performer Eddie Guerrero was. He's probably one of the 10 best wrestlers bell to bell inside the ring of the last 15, 20 years, and outside the ring in the last couple of years, his charisma and his charm and just his acting ability, for lack of a better term, was just incredible. This past summer, you know, you're in the television business, and I'll give you a stat. When Eddie Guerrero, this shows the type of popularity he had. He was on SmackDown, which used to be on Thursdays and now is on Fridays, and when he would come on, more often than not, somewhere between 400,000 and to 750,000 new viewers would be on during his quarter hours compared to other quarter hours during the show, which is an incredible number, and I think it pretty much tells you the kind of fan appeal this man had.
Michael, you're a doctor, you're a former wrestler.
I am.
You know the life that these wrestlers go through. This death was sudden. What is your thought about it?
Well, it really, again, is a tragedy, and I know that word is overused sometimes, but a tragedy both to the fans and also to the wrestlers, who have also suffered another tragic loss not that long ago in the death of Owen Hart. Wrestlers are, in many ways, professional wrestlers, a subgroup of individuals who are very tightly knit, and when they lose one of their own, especially someone as wonderfully kind and funny and such a great friend and family man like Mr. Guerrero, I mean, this is something that affects everybody, but it affects the fans too, because the wrestlers, unlike in my generation, the wrestlers now are big stars. They're
Michael,
TV stars.
as far as the cause of death,
yes,
is it your thought that this had to do with drug abuse and steroid abuse in his past?
I don't know, but it certainly does bring home the point that in professional wrestling, like in most other sports now, this being sports entertainment, that the need to look like a comic book hero and to be able to take incredible amounts of damage to your body and recover from that damage is really highlighted by what they're required to do in this sport. And some of that certainly has been seen throughout the years in some of the steroid trials that have happened in many sports, including professional wrestling.
And David, you know, a lot of people look at pro wrestling and they say this is all fake. You know, it's all made up.
But this is a real, this is a very real story.
Yeah, quickly tell us about what it takes to be on this tour, and perhaps the toll it takes on a person's body.
Well, they're taking bumps, which is, you know, falling on the mat, you know, many times a night. They're working 150 to 250 nights a year. They're traveling all over the world, not just the United States. And they have to look a certain way. And it's very difficult to look like that when you're on the road. I mean, it's almost impossible to look like that when you're at home and sleeping 8 hours and eating perfectly. You know, now you're talking about having to do it on restaurant food and the pressures, because it's very competitive at the top level.
And to be able to recover, David.
It's a hard life.
Yeah, to be able to recover.
From the bumps too.
Gentlemen, thank you very much for coming in.
Oftentimes that leads to usage of painkillers, etc., as they're able to, they have to get back the next night. I mean, that's their paycheck.
Yeah, thanks for coming in. It is a tragedy. Well, coming up, here comes Gamma, Tropical Storm Gamma. We'll tell you if this storm may impact your holiday travel. But next.